Hello and welcome. I'm Clarissa. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm going to do a timeless love reading. So let's see what messages come out from you. Thank you for being here. If you like the messages in the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. And so let's see what's going on. Love. Love, love, love. Okay. What is the overall energy for this love connection? Okay. Overall energy, the Hangman. So this is really speaking about perception. This is really speaking about having to really analyze what is it that you're viewing about this relationship. Is it at a point where there's some things that need to change in regards to belief? Is there a feeling of stagnation at the moment because there is a wait for time to move so things could be more clearer? Is there some need for transparency needed? There is a indication here that there's a point of view that needs to be changed, or a point of view that's being weighed over. Whether it's yours, whether it's whether it's in the connection, the energy of the connection is overall speaking of some changes in perception. Let's see, where are we coming from? Where are we coming from? The King of Swords. So this connection could be with an air sign, or it could be, so that could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But it is really speaking about the way people are communicating. They're communicating with a way that leads with logic and leads with processes rather than emotion. The emotion has been cut in some way, or the emotion is now serves only in a logical sense, in the method of things. It's almost as though there has been a power here regarding logic. There's with the King of Swords, it speaks of power, it speaks of having an authority over this logical space. Whatever the connection has is doing right now, it's come from a place of logic, a place of paperwork even, or just ideas. It's been an idea space rather than the emotional space. Let's see what else comes up. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords really speaks about there being this victim mentality, or someone's, again, it's very much about the mindset here. There's someone who's feeling contained in a mindset that is being projected onto them, or someone's wanting to have, to keep this space, the energy of this relationship in a certain mindset, one that has, control over the way a person perceives things, again, perception, a way a person interacts with life. If they can have this insert into a person's life in this way, they can lead it in this way, then it's almost as though they can contain their life in a certain way, or push it in a certain way, wield it to their own. What is this? Star. It's taken all of this to get someone to a point of understanding that this is actually whatever this person thought they were doing. They were actually creating a mindset within you that it creates a change. your perception has changed. It's almost as though that containment, that the process of limitation, trying to project this victim mentality that you would then reflect out, is it's done the reverse. In essence, you've been having conversations with the universe and saying, you know, I need life to be in a certain way, and you've got this clear perception of what this person is doing, and this is almost though you've been saying, can this person change? Will they change? Because you've got some visuals for your own life. You see where your life is going, and you've used this experience, you've used this container that someone's tried to project onto you to create even more genius. The star card is a very higher minded octave card, major arcana for Aquarius. So you've for you, this is like it's created a wish within you that you're starting to see, and you've held on to this in this container. You've held on to this mindset. You've held on to this positivity, this knowing. You know, the star card is a knowing. It's almost like you had this wish from within, the manifestation, and you see the signs. You know it's coming true. You've got this feeling that it's coming to you. Okay, where are we now? Where are we now? The King of Cups. Yeah, so the King of Cups now, it's almost as though, you know, with the perception card here, you understand the emotion in this connection. You understand the level of manipulation, I suppose. You understand the intention. You get where the source of the emotion has come from, why this person has tried to create this container for you. You're completely open to understanding what it really means. And you see that it's almost like after a while, only so much logic can stand. There has to be an introduction to emotion. I feel like there's been some situations that have knocked logic out the way, because it has to start with the emotional space, doesn't it? So there is, with the King of Cups, this is connecting with the energy of Pisces, Scorpio, or what's the other? Pisces, Scorpio, tell me, Cancer. Love you, Cancer. Sorry. My mind's on. So it's connecting with that water space. It's connecting with intuition. You know, the higher minded intuition is you're guiding yourself. At the moment, you feel like this is where your power can be, in the intuitive space, understanding that if you're going to meet the King of Swords and that energy, you've got to be the mastery in the emotional space. You could have the power that they don't use. They're using and projecting this logical space. So you've got to counteract that with mastery in the emotional space. Then this helps to change the perception. All cards, yeah. You're ready to go on the journey. I feel like you've gone for this, and you're letting go of certain things. It's as though that what I'm getting is the projection of this, logical mindset, the ability to take out all the emotion out of things and just ride with procedures. It's almost as though the idea was to create this container for you, but it actually it's like it backfired. It created a container for them, and it's left you with the ability to feel free in certain situations because you followed your intuition. You followed, and you've created this, internal empathy that you get why you feel a certain way, and it's helped you to change again your perception. So you're ready. There's just like this last little bit that you want to go through, and you're ready to move on to something else. Take risks in life. Three of Cups, yeah. Yeah, you want to connect with those who get you. That's what this is showing you. This is what it's teaching you and taught you, that you want to connect on an emotional level with others who get the space that you've been through. They get where you're going. They see the adventure journey, the emotional journey that you want to go through, what you've been through. You want to connect with those who reflect who you are now, who you've grown into, essentially, this more intuitive mastery that you've grown into. You want to reflect those that have the same outlook as you, you in the same resonance, and even helping to increase your resonance and get you to the levels that you want emotionally. Where are we going? I like it now. It started off shaky. But when does it not? Oh, the Nine of Wands. There's still some, things to overcome. There's still some, because it's about identity, freedom, and containment. You have to put the actions in to, almost force people around you to change their perception of you or their interaction with you. So having to go into positions like that, we have to battle some things, whether that's physically, so the mindsets around you, that maybe they want to project some conversation onto you, some action onto you that make you stand strong in who you've developed into. Maybe they want to test this composure. They want to test your resolve in something, your responses. It could be, again, this individual that wants to contain you. And it's interesting what's coming out now. So the King of Swords looking at the past, and the King of Cups looking at the future, and the Hangman is looking at the future. In fact, all the other major arcanas, Star and the Fool card, is looking at the future. It's almost like the King of Wands, that energy, King of Swords rather, is the only thing looking at the past. It's like they're stuck in the past. They've created this container for themselves. They also want to release themselves from this situation, because they see your perception changing, and they see that what you've relied on is your intuition. What you relied on is your emotional depth and how deep you've become. So if they can't interact with you in a positive way, they're going to interact with you in a negative way. Just so they can have some of that energetic reflection. Anything, it's a little bit, drips. I'm happy with drips. There's some people that understand that their whole perception needs to change. It doesn't matter what they try to influence onto you, what they try to project onto you. You can only give them so much energetically. It really comes from their own resolve and their own point to change their perception. Seven of Pentacles, because for you, you're working on the process, the diligence in who you're growing into. For you, it's you've put some seeds down. This is really a good testament to where you've come from. You've this container that you've been in that space. You created little things for yourself. You planted little seeds, and you've grown strong enough in your emotions that you're starting to see some of these the sprouts of what you've planted. And this is the space that you're in now. Like, you're understanding the physical changes, mental changes that have to come. Some of it has to be almost like an energetic battle, emotional battle. Some things have to be released, and so you can just focus on the grounding. You can focus on the growth. You can focus on the future. One more card. Oof. The Strength card. I knew it's got to end well. Of course, this is what we want. End well. Thank you. Yes. The Strength card, major arcana for Leo. This speaks volumes. I love this for you. If this is your reading, love it. Please comment below how you feel. The Strength card, because you get the uphill, you get the battle to overcome even ourselves. You know, sometimes we have to overcome our own conditioning, the things that we've believed, and sometimes it is a bit about our interaction with others within our past and our present, to see how much we've grown, to see what our concepts are, to see where those beliefs are going to take the future, where they're going to go, what they're going to manifest into. So we keep it consistent in that ability to just nurture the growth we want to see in ourselves, with the strength, understanding that sometimes we have to interact with the battle to help us fuel, drive us further. It's really great. Well, let's get some angel messages for the past. Okay, angel message for us. Clear, cancel, and release. Oh my gosh, we love it. A little bit of angst here. Cancel, clear, cancel, and release. So, you know, this is what it's all about. Is only so much someone can contain you before they realize that they have no power in that containment over you. Because in that, sometimes when you create an environment that's, you know, static and pressurizing for people, they create things out of that. They manifest things out of that. They manifest their own survival out of those situations. And so you've got to a point where, you know, you understand how to detach from the projection and release yourself. Okay, let's get a message for the present. Listen deeply. I think this speaks volumes for the middle column, because this is the middle column is all about intuition and all about you know, exploring the emotional depth of ourselves. And again, this just clarifies it. Listen deeply, because that is where it speaks of your power. You know, to be able to be in situations, but to be able to you know, develop this innate knowing, your understanding, and certainty within yourself, emotional certainty. And as you've done this by listening deeply to yourself, and continue to do this, this is wins for you. Okay, let's get a message for the future. Yes, yes. So this is an indication that whatever you're asking for, and it's for your benefit, if it's for the outcome that you want, if it's for your wish, then it's a yes. It's saying, yes, you can move forward in things. Yes, you can believe in yourself. Yes, you can overcome your challenges. Yes, you can allow yourself to grow, break free from old mindsets, conditionings. Yes, you're allowed to change your perception. In fact, your perception's already been changed. So yes, you can celebrate that. Alrighty, thank you for being here. If you love the message in the video, please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, take care. Bye.